asking. But, okay.
Sorry, roommate got home.
Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, so today's the unit we are going to be doing is filling out checks, and it falls under the financial literacy category. And this is just okay, Logan, since you weren't there, I'm sorry, but if you guys have the fake checks I gave you, you can grab those. Okay. And Logan, I'll have another option. And Madeline or Lucas, if you want to do that too, instead of using the paper ones, you can do that. But I'll share when we get to the slide. Okay, so the objectives for today, the students will be able to identify the different parts of a check, understand what the parts mean and why they are important, fill out a check from start to finish by themselves. And so then for the Nebraska standard, it falls under the explain procedures for handling cash and non-cash transactions. So then balancing cash, credit cards, personal checks, identifying counterfeit currencies. And so then this one will fall under personal checks. And so, sorry. So then to begin, what do you guys know about like writing checks, filling them out?
You have to make sure you know who it's to and who it's from and the exact dollar amount with the cents.
Yes, yeah. Logan,
That's
Madeline, would you like to share anything?
Yeah, I know that you have to endorse it as well in order for it to be
Yes.
like fully deposited to the account.
Yeah. Yes, those are all like that's good. You guys have a pretty good background of what checks are, it sounds like. So this looks like a lot, but first we're going to go over the different parts and then we'll define and look at it again. So first up in the corner, can you guys see my cursor?
hmm
Okay, so we have the drawer. So that would be like your name if you're writing the check. We have the payee, so that's who it's the check's going to. You have the check number, the date, the printed number, the written amount, the drawee bank. Again, this would be like who you got the checks from, the memo line, routing number, account number, check number, and then the authorized signature. So again, this is a lot, so we're going to start by defining it. So the drawer is the person or entity that writes the check. So this is personal information. The payee is the person or company to whom a check is made payable. The date, so the day you write the check. And checks that are not cashed within 6 months from the date will be stale dated and can be rejected by the bank. So it's important that you cash your checks in a timely manner. And also, when you're dating your check, you need to make sure it's the date you write the check on. So, like, not do it for like a future date because that could get you into some trouble and the bank would not cash it if it was a future date. The drawee bank is the bank where the drawer has their account. The memo line is the writing a note about the payment's purpose. The authorized signature is the person signing the check and it has permission to the account and can write checks. Okay, so part two, the written amount represents the official and legal payment amount. The check number is the personal tracking tool for the person's financial records. The printed amount is the numerical value of the payment written, and then the account number is the unique identifier for the person's specific checking account at the bank. So again, we're going to look at this. We have, I would like to mention about the drawer and the drawee bank. This is when you get customized checks from the bank. So say you were to just get a generic check, it would look more something like this. I know this one's fake, but it wouldn't have a drawer or a drawee bank. This is more, again, like for personalized, like your own personal use, or some businesses have them. So just wanting to know that not all checks will have drawers or drawee bank. But so far, does anyone have any questions?
No,
No.
not so far.
Okay. So then endorsing a check, Logan kind of mentioned what it was, but does anyone else know like what the endorsing part means, I guess? Like what
Uh,
endorsement means?
Pretty much signing your signature to
Yeah.
verify that it's you, I think,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
Or something like that.
yes, that's correct. But so on the back of the check, it's not as fancy as the front, I'd say, but you have the endorsement lines and then the padlock icon. So we're going to define those. So the endorsement is where the recipient of the check needs to sign before depositing in person, online, via mobile, or at the ATM. The endorsement is a financial security measure to verify someone as the check's intended recipient. And then the padlock icon, it's on the back of the check. You'll notice a box containing a padlock icon. No need to do anything with this. The icon just serves as a symbol for the security measures that have been taken to prevent fraud. So I didn't, on the back, you can see there is an endorsement line on the check. Sorry again, Logan, but I didn't add a padlock icon because it really doesn't have much of a meaning besides just like showing the bank that it's a real check, I guess. But then the endorsement lines, it can come in a different few like ways. Like on this example one, you can kind of see the faint 3 lines, but some come with one. It's just important you keep the signature on the endorsement lines, not below, because that could make your check invalid. Okay, some quick guidelines when filling out a check. You use permanent pen to avoid anyone being able to alter what you wrote. So if you guys do have a black pen or a blue pen right now, you can use that, but also a pencil's fine just for practice, but preferably if you have a pen, because if you use any other colors or pencil, people could erase it and alter the information or the money on it. And then lighter color pens, people who are really trying hard to like get extra money can use chemicals and it could alter the numbers. On the payee line, you need to specify to avoid any future confusion. So make sure you're putting the full company's name or the full first and last name if you're writing a check to someone. And then fill in all of the spaces and be precise. You don't want anyone altering the number you have wrote, or because it could lead to changing the decimal where the like period is, and that could lead to more money being taken out of your account than needed. Okay, so if you guys want to grab the first check, and Logan, on the slideshow, there is a digital option. You can make, if you would like to make a copy of this or duplicate it, and then just put your name on the slideshow, like of which one you're doing, and then you'll have to just add text box, but let me know. And then Madeline and Lucas, you could do the same, but I feel like this might be a little easier. So I'm sorry, Logan, that you're having to do the alternative way.
No, you're all good. Thank you for providing.
Yes. So I'm gonna put mine back into slideshow mode. Logan, are you good? Or do you?
Actually, I don't have privileges to edit this.
Oh, okay,
So
there we go.
let me refresh here.
Okay, yeah, it should be updated.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go back into slideshow mode. So first, to complete together, we're gonna add the date. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not updated, but today's date is November 17th. That's my apologies. So does everyone know where that goes?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a thumbs up once you have it. Okay, and also for the date, you can write it like abbreviate November, you can add the full November, or you could even do 11, 17, 20, 25, or 25. But the date should be up in the corner. Next, you have the payee. It's Samantha Aiden. Again, thumbs up once you get this down. Okay. The written amount is $250. Thumbs up. Sorry, guys, kind of repetitive, but just want to make sure everyone. And if you have any questions as we go, please let me know. The printed amount is $250. Okay. The memo line is babysitting. And then signature line, you can just sign your name or you can sign Samantha Aiden, but some people are exactly confident in their signature, so you can do whatever. It should be Samantha, or wait, no, it should be your name. Sorry, I'm confusing you. Since the payee is Samantha Aiden, we're gonna act like you're writing the check. That's my apologies. Sorry, guys. Okay. Is everyone good to keep going? Okay. Anyone notice anything that's missing?
The cent sign after your dollars.
Yes, that's true, but it's what I mentioned earlier that might not always be on your checks, but if it's like customizable to you. Anyone have any ideas? Okay, it would be the drawer and the drawee bank. So again, if this was your own check, you'd have your information up here, and then down here you'd have the bank's information. But sorry, here's a digital option. And then this is what a completed version should look like. Again, I'm sorry that I did not change the date. So this would be a invalid check since I'm writing it from a past date. So that's my bad. But does everyone have something that matches up like this? Similar? Yeah. Okay. This one's just a little different. But and then so this is the drawer, like I was talking about, my name. So that's what it would be if it was a customizable check. And then here would be the drawee bank, just a sample again. But does anyone remember these three numbers at the bottom? They're kind of hard to see, but
Your routing and account numbers.
yes. So this one the first number would be routing, second would be account. And then does anyone remember the third number, what that one would be? It'd also be your check number. So it matches up with this one up here, but it's also on your example checks too, if you want to look at that. Okay, now we're going to take a look at this check. There's a few things wrong with it. Can anyone point out one of them?
It's $1,000 instead of $100.
Yes, that's one error. Correct.
The last name on the pay to.
Yep. Yes. Yes, so those are both the example. Those are both what's wrong. And then I should have pointed this out earlier, but when there's this extra space right here, you should fill it in with a line just to prevent, again, anyone from altering your numbers because you don't want someone adding more money than you're intended to. So just adding a line all the way to the dollars would help make sure everything is filled in.
I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
So, would this just be an invalid check? Like, okay, just because the printed like numbers and then like the written out dollar amount and everything, since those aren't matching, would that make the check invalid?
Yes. So then
Okay,
with an
got it.
invalid check, you would just write void in big capital letters with your pen, black or blue pen, across the front and then also against the back. So the bank knows in case someone gets a hold of it, but you just throw it away, rip it up. Okay, Madeline and Lucas, do you have another one of these? I think I gave you 3.
Yes.
Oh, I
Okay, if you
don't.
want to. Okay, that's
I
okay.
have one.
That's okay. I'll make a I made another digital option underneath the practice if both Logan and Lucas want to make a copy of it. And then maybe just specify your name just so I can see it. But we're going to practice one together. Or no, this is going to be practiced by yourself, so we'll go one part at a time. And it's kind of a lot of information at once, so if you have any questions or need me to clarify anything, let me know. So here's the information you need. Billy Anderson is writing a check to the Lincoln YMCA. The amount he is paying is $375.50. And I'll get into the cents, but for 50 cents, you can either write it out or do it as a fraction. So you do 50 over 100 when writing. That's just a hint. Sorry, I didn't really cover cents yet. The reason for paying is his monthly YMCA membership. So let's see if you guys can fill out the rest of the information by yourself. Lucas, are you on the slideshow? Sorry.
I should be.
Okay. Do
Oh,
you have a
oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna wait, what? Where am I at? Oh, wait. Go down
go
or
down?
up. Up.
Okay. Are you working
I
on
did
one of?
on a different one. Yeah,
Okay. I'm just
I
gonna.
decided on it.
No, that's okay. I'm just gonna move it down if that's okay.
Yeah, let's go. I was like, I think I'm on it.
I have a question.
Yes.
What would we do for the date?
You can date it as today. Sorry,
Okay.
should have clarified that one.
No, you're good.
Once you're done, you can give a thumbs up. Okay. Sorry, you're gonna have to.
Mine's probably not loading at all. Oh, there. I'm not done. Mine's not done yet, but
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's okay.
yeah, I had to copy and paste and get it all set up, so I was kind of behind.
Okay, we're just gonna look at the. Let's check what everyone has. So here again, I just added this in for learning purposes. This would be the drawer since Billy Anderson is writing it, and this would be like a customizable check he ordered from the bank. The date, November 17th. Paying to the Lincoln YMCA. Amount, $375.50. Again, I should have filled all the way in. It's just a little harder on digital, but you should have made sure this is all the way filled in so no one can alter what you have wrote. The written amount is $375.50. So, like I was saying with the cents, you could either write out 50 cents or you could do a fraction of 50 over 100 without having to write it all the way out. It's for his monthly YMCA membership and then signature Billy Anderson. So, did everyone have something kind of similar to that?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions about writing checks? Okay, we're gonna do a little exit ticket. So would you guys rather just answer as a group or do you want to fill it in on the slideshow?
Answer as a group.
Okay. So what's one part you guys are still unsure about when it comes to writing checks? Like, you might not have one, but I just want to see where everyone's at.
I
Or was
think
there
some
anything?
additional,
Oh,
oh,
sorry, go
sorry.
ahead.
I think like if we did like a little practice thing for endorsing a check, that would
Yeah.
be helpful,
Yes. Okay.
especially with
Yeah.
like direct like digital deposit and that kind of deal too.
Yeah. Yes. That's becoming more and more common. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Logan. Anyone else unsure about something?
This may just be me, but sometimes I get the pay the order of and like the for, like if they're very similar,
Mm-hmm.
I mix those two up.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's definitely a confusing part as well. And then what's one part of the check you all like you feel confident with, like you think you could get every time? Does that make sense?
The writing the money amount
Yeah.
out. And the date, obviously.
Yeah, yes, that one's pretty, the date is.
I think
Logan
I
or
could
Luke?
do it all.
Okay,
I think
Lucas,
I
you're
could
feeling it.
I think I could confidently maybe do it all, maybe.
Okay, yeah. Logan, do you have anything to add?
Um, no, not really. I think that kind of covers it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Um, sorry, guys. So students should now be able to define and understand what each part of the check is and then fill out a check from start to finish. So that's the end of my lesson. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Okay, now I gotta